I'm just going to show you the nipple shield, how to put it on in the way that I've been taught and I've been teaching. I'm using, just as a reference, not because I specifically recommend this or any other, but this is what I have at home, a 24 millimeter Medela contact nipple shield. The contact part means that there's an opening. Let me see if you can see it with the dark background. Yeah. Okay, so you see how there's like an opening right here? That's where the baby's nose goes. So the baby can touch your breast in the areola with his nose. He can touch you, feel you, smell you, anything. So that's why it's designed. It's usually easier for them to identify with the mom based on smell. When you put it on, I see a lot of people just do it, just kind of plopping it on like this with the opening on the top. But then when the baby goes on in a side position, then the angle or where it would touch the nose is completely different from where the nose actually ends up. So make sure that when you plan to hold your baby in like a cross cradle position like this, you have the nipple shield with the opening to the side where the baby's nose is going to be. So that's for positioning that. Now to get it on properly before breastfeeding, you want to actually turn the shield a little bit inside out, just like that. So this is how it starts, flat, right? And you just kind of push here, pull with your other fingers under, and just like halfway. So it looks like that. Then, if this was a nipple, you place it on with the opening in the direction of the baby's nose, and then you place it on, and then you kind of, I'm gonna bring it closer. Then you kind of roll it off onto the nipple. And then you'll see that it ends up about halfway in the shield. So that way it has a little bit of grip, but it's not completely like as deep as it possibly can, because you want the nipple still to be able to move around in a nipple shield. So that's how to put it on. So now when the opening is here, then that's where the baby's nose goes. So when you have the baby's nose, it's going to be going like this. So when latching the baby with the shield, I know it's a little tricky, but when latching the baby with the shield, you want to hold the shield with your fingers in position, and you still want to bring the baby on chin first, always. That way you get a nice deep asymmetrical latch, and the tip of the nipple ends up far enough in the back of the baby's mouth that the baby can get enough milk. So you line still the tip of the nipple shield to the bottom of the baby's nose, right on that little, right here actually. You see that little dimple on the top lip, right underneath the nose? That's where you put the end of the nipple shield, just like you would normally put the end of your nipple right there. Now the baby's chin is touching the breast, in this part, a little bit of the nipple shield. So when you touch these points over here and over here, the baby will be stimulated to open his mouth really wide. When the baby opens really wide, you pretend that this chin is glued to the breast. It does not move from there. So it's not like, oh, the baby opens wide, oh, let me take it off and then put it in like this. No, it's when, I'm just gonna hold it like this because these parts are all not attached. So when the baby opens, leave the chin glued and then move the baby over. So not losing contact with this, with the baby's chin to the bottom of the shield in this case. Then when it's open from this angle, that would look like you have the baby totally straight, baby spine in line with your arm, fingers behind the ears, not touching here, but behind the ears. So in essence, you know, your fingers are like where earrings would be placed, right? Like that. This part of your hand is touching between the baby's shoulder. So that way you have a lot of movement possible. And that way you can make a tiny little movement to improve the baby's position dramatically and to improve the latch. So when you're like this, you hold your breast from underneath like a C, not too close to the baby's mouth, but kind of underneath here. And then you wait until the baby opens. When it opens wide, you bring baby over. Then you're gonna end up with the baby's nose not touching the breast, but you do want to make sure that both of the cheeks are all the way on there. I'll show that in a different video, but at least these are the basics of how to put the nipple shield and then latch the baby that way. I hope that helps.